Reggae Interviews. Word Sound Power.
This is DJ745 for Reggae Interviews, speaking with an up-and-coming artist, Rik Jam. He's been making music professionally since only 2018, but he's already building up a strong catalogue of music. How are we doing today, Rik Jam?
Yeah, man, I'm blessed, man. And you?
Yeah, we're doing good, so far. So I'd rather be in Jamaica doing this interview personally with you face-to-face, but the times we're in right now, we give thanks for this modern technology right now to be able to do this over the internet as well.
Yeah, man, truly.
So look, we're in February, and I have to start by saying a blessed Earthstrong to you because you celebrated your Earthstrong earlier this month, right?
Yeah, the 4th, yeah. That's 2 days before the great Bob Marley. Yeah.
Okay. So can I embarrass you by asking you, what age did you reach on the 4th of February?
All right, so I reached the 23rd year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, how did you celebrate your Earthstrong this year then? Because we're living in different times, so...
Yeah, so this time of year, I just celebrate my Earthstrong by just living to see another day and another year. So that's really a blessing for me to just able to see another year and the people around me who has been truly amazing and great to my life,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one thing that I have to say is that the whole Reggae Interviews team, so that's Countryman, Junior Congo, Janet Jasmine Knox, we're all really passionate about supporting new artists, new talents as well. And I know that I think that I initially became aware of the works of Earthcry back in 2016 from Countryman, and we've kind of maintained the link with Earthcry ever since. So we're kind of like really interested to learn more about Rik Jam as an artist today.
Yeah.
Now, you've been working really closely with Philip McFarlane, haven't you, from Irie Yute Records?
Yeah. It's from a long time, from 2016, I met him at high school.
Right, okay.
In high school competition, band competition. So that's when he actually realized the talent and decided that he would work with me. And from the very first conversation, I've been interested because I really wanted this, This is my passion. So here I am today.
Perfect. Well, look, we're going to go right back to the beginning in a bit, and then we're going to bring it up to date. But before we do that, though, we're celebrating Reggae Month 2021. As a young soul, what does reggae mean to you?
I mean, reggae is truly a unique feel. It's just a feeling that expresses life to everyone. It's really relatable in very so much aspects that you can never imagine that it would ever happen to you. You can listen to this song and you're like, whoa, this song really speaks on how I'm actually living or how I should be living. So reggae music is really impactful, if that's already in so much people's lives and especially mine. So I really consider reggae music as the gem of our generation and many more generations to come ever since it was started. So yeah, that's it.
I mean, in more recent years, we seem to have had almost like more subgenres, more music that's coming out of Jamaica, which I wouldn't say is strictly reggae or dancehall. So, we've had a big influence of Latin America, Afrobeat. How do you see things developing as far as the music of Jamaica goes right now?
It's going as great as possible. I mean, there has been a spike on more modern music where reggae is concerned, but it's just based on how people see their works and stuff. But I'm more of I'm more modern, yes, but I love hearing the more classic reggae and the more rock steady type of vibe. So if it's possible for more people to look into that and give more of that, reggae would be like more of what people would be seeing it as where they used to see it before and stuff.
Yeah. Because I think that there's almost like this element of stereotype that if the music's from Jamaica, it's always reggae, but that's not the case. I don't feel, and I think there was a popular disc jockey, G.T. Taylor, just the other day.
Yeah.
He was saying that a lot of the contemporary music that's coming out of Jamaica right now, he's saying it's not reggae, and that he's actually saying that a new name is needed to define that sound. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, it's just more of people expressing themselves, you know. It's really I don't really have a problem with people making new music and make it seem as if, yeah, it's as long as it's positive. That's on my watch. I love positive music, but people can express it, as I said, to more variations and stuff. So yeah, it doesn't have to be reggae, but as long as it's positive, yeah, that's just music.
Right. Okay. Okay. I mean, I think that, listening through to the singles that you've released in the past 3 years, I think that the word positive kind of sums it up because, every song that I've heard from yourself seems to have a message behind it.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be watching this interview today that's hearing about Rik Jam for the first time. How would you define your own sound?
My own sound is unique. Yeah, it's just unique. It's relatable for people who really need that help and that motivation in their life. So if you want to go by a certain day in your life, you listen Rik Jam's music. You'll just be more pleasing than ever. You just go on with your day. You feel more lively than how you ever should. You know?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, to what extent is your sound influenced by the artist that you listened to growing up?
When I'm growing up, I've been listening to Chronix, Rota J, Jesse Royal, Kabaka Pyramid. So if you want to go back way back in Rocksteady days, we're talking about Alton Ellis. So go up more to Bob Marley, go up to Dennis Brown, go to Barry Salmon. Yeah, man, those type of artists, legendary artists, have been my influence. You know?
Yeah, yeah. But I guess that, for someone that's 23 years old, when you were growing up, let's say when you were in your teenage years, it probably was people like, the people that you mentioned, like Chronix and Jesse Roy,
Yeah,
that you were kind of listening to that were kind of modern for your age.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, from those years, I mean, I've been singing like mostly Chronix, because Chronix he's my idol. You know, when I'm growing up, the first time I hear Chronix music is like, whoa, that's mind blowing. And ever since, I just singing songs from every song that our band practice. It's always about Chronix songs. You know, so ever since, I've been just listening to all these songs and just performing these songs right through.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And you mentioned some of the elders from the 1960s, the 70s, the 80s.
Yeah.
Where do those influences come from? Is this from music that you've listened to growing up from maybe your parents, your uncles, your aunties?
Yeah, yes, it's exactly from my parents, especially my mom. Yeah, she listened all music from way back when it come up, especially reggae. She's more of a gospel person because she's a Christian. Yeah, she was a Christian, but RIP to her though. But she's really influential to me as well, because when I was growing up, all those music really shows me the type of person that I am, and the type of family that I come from. So it's just it's just a lot of greatness, just so much greatness.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't explain it most times. It's just music.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that, I've been back and forth to Jamaica for quite a few years. And I think that on every street corner, you're going to be driving past in the car and you're going to be hearing John Holt, you're going to be hearing Gregory, you're going to
Yeah.
be hearing Ken Booth, everywhere that you go kind of thing. So that influence is there all the time.
Yes, always there all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I understand you were born in Fletchers Land. Now, that's the same area where the late Gregory Isaacs was born. That's the
Yes.
National Heroes Park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was life
Extremely.
like for you growing up around there?
All right. Growing up there, I was more of the inside person. I never normally go outside unless I'll be going to the shops and stuff. And I take that stretch as if it was 100-meter sprint, and to and fro shops and stuff. But yeah, it was a great experience though when I'm growing up in that area, especially the household, the yard was just big. Everyone was just like family to us and still is family to us, even though they are elsewhere doing their lives, living their lives the best way possible. They have been truly an influence on my life growing up as who I'm supposed to be now. So I always give respect to them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And how many years did you spend living around Fletchers Land until you moved out from there?
I've been living there from birth to about, I think about age 10, 11, when I moved there and lived at a place near Augustown called Hermitage. Yeah, I spent around 10 months there before my mom realized that, well, she diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer. So that's when we actually moved back to Fletcher's Land, but next door from the house we used to live with my grandmother, that's her mom. So yeah, everything from there was just history, you know. Just live life after that.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess that it must have been really hard losing one of your parents, your mother, at such a young
Yeah.
age. And that must have really sort of defined you into who you are today.
Yeah, I mean it really changes my life in so many ways, in a sad way, in a happy way. I have to look at it every morning when I wake up and be like, yo, I have to give my mom thanks. Secondly, apart from the Almighty, because she is a person who actually told me, yo, you see this music, you can do it. Because when I was growing up, every music that I was playing in that house, I am really much of a person who like to imitate things. I mimic every sound, every pitch that every person that was singing, and she was like hearing it, and she was like, "This you just unique or something, you know." She said, "Yo, you see, when you're going to church, you have to start singing in the choir." And I said, "Mom, no, I was a shy person, but I have to make ends meet there." And I let it happen. And church, when I start singing, everybody just get captivated. I mean, I never saw anything like that before in my life when I started singing at church and I see how much people looking at me and it's just like intrigued by how my voice sound. And when I'm finished singing, everybody's like, "Yo, I love your voice. Just continue singing." Even before my mom even say, "Oh, continue singing," those people who heard my voice first been encouraging me. And ever since after that, it's just been lone words of encouragement. I'm not going to say that I don't have any discouragement in my life, but I always use encouragements mainly. I like speak about positive things. Not I don't let negativity get me down, none whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned that you were always kind of like mimicking other sounds and things. Is there a particular artist that Mummy used to love you mimicking?
Love me. All right. When I was younger, it wasn't a specific act, but I used to mimic everything. When I mean, yo, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone for a bit. When I'm younger, I used to mimic sounds, a lot of sounds like birds chirping, rooster crowing, cows moving, all that stuff. And everybody here, the right and proper way is like, "Yo, what is wrong with you? How you do it, so? How you do it?" Yeah, they just like how you do it, and I don't know, but it's just all part of life growing up. It's just something that I see and I say, "Yo," I listen it and I say, "Yo, I got to try it." And I try it and it come out perfect. I was like, yeah, I give thanks for that. But yeah, when I was growing up, it wasn't anything specific, but I just do it right through.
Okay, okay. I mean, to me, it sounds like you almost knew within yourself that music was a path that you wanted to pursue from a very young age.
Yeah, if it was anything that I knew in my life, I knew that I had confidence when I was younger. So with that confidence, I just stepped up the game a bit more ever since 2011. I just make it work right through.
Mm, mm. So let's kind of try and bring this towards how you actually came to link up with Irie Yute Records. You mentioned something about bands and things. So what kind of schools did you attend growing up?
Growing up, all right, I started at infant school, St. Joseph Infant School, that's on Duke Street, along with St. Aloysius Primary School. And man, I'm gonna give thanks to all the teachers that taught me the great lessons there throughout my whole childhood years. And then I left there, went to St. Andrew Technical High School. That's on Spanish Town Road beside the Horizon Demand Center, Remand Center, I should say. Yeah, where I do a lot of great things there besides academics. That's where the beauty of music unfolds. Yeah, I started in actually grade 9. That was when I was 15. Yeah, that's when I was 15. I actually started being in the band, the choir. Yeah, because my friends, they were the persons who actually led me to do all of this music thing, because I was there in music class and they were singing a specific song. And I know this singer here, all right, Janelle is on the label now with us. She was beside of me, and I remember it was a Rihanna song they were singing, and she was singing, and all of a sudden she heard me harmonizing with her, and she looked at me and like, "Boy, is that you?" I say, "Yes, it's me." And she said, "Yo, you need to join the band slash choir." And I said, "All right, let me think about it and get back to you." But we were in the same class. So every minute of the day while we're in the same class, she's like, "You think about it yet? You gonna join it?" I'm saying, "Yeah, me, I think about it the same way." So she never let the day end with me joining it, along with two of my other friends there. Yeah, man, I give thanks for them, and ever since they actually introduced me to the family, the choir family, the band family, I've been just producing a lot of music for them. I just singing songs for them ever since. Every function the school has, every event, I just be there for them and singing the songs right through up to 2016, after our first loss in that band competition called Jamaica's Best School Band, hosted by Raven Amani. Yeah, she discovered all the talents for us as well. So from 2014, yeah, man, I give thanks for that experience. So, and that at the final in 2016, Philip was the judge for that event, and I went up there, and say, "Yo, it's my time. I'm gonna do this. Despite win, lose, or draw, I just gonna do it for the music." And there I go. I did music. I sing right through until when the other team won, the other school won. I think it was Alpha Boys won. Yeah. And after the whole event, yeah, Philip came to me and he said, "Yo, need to get your number, you know, need to do some music together." And I say, "Yo, yeah man, right through." I gave him the number, we exchanged numbers. And from there, it was just greatness after, you know? Yeah,
Yeah,
man, I give thanks.
yeah. Can you remember some of the songs that you sang in that competition?
Um, I don't remember exactly from the top of my head, but I remember one. I done I done one by I sang one by Magic called "Let Your Hair Down." And when I was actually a fan of that song. I actually picked it for in that area. So I give thanks for that. I give thanks for those experiences, and man, all heap of music same way come right through.
I mean, I think one of the things that really amazes me is that I still see Earthcry and Philip as a relatively young band. And I think
Yeah.
it's really commendable that they're actually pushing young youths like yourself, Dal Wayne, Zugudan. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it makes me feel great, you know. It's more positive. It's more of a positive effect that people should look at, you know, where people should embrace the culture and let younger generations let them take control of what they believe in, you know.
Yeah,
That's my goal.
yeah. Because I think that, one thing that I've discovered over the last sort of 20 or 25 years is that there is so much talent in the island of Jamaica, and sometimes the opportunities are not there for that talent to actually develop a platform.
Yeah, that's true. From over the years, there it was just little less of opportunities there. But I give thanks that they actually creating the opportunities now as it should be. And I just hope for the best. I just hope for opportunities to come just like this in abundance right through. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so it's 2016. You've just finished the high school, the band competition. You
Yeah.
changed numbers with Philip, and I guess that there's some WhatsApps or messages going backwards and forwards. But
Yeah.
how did you first actually sort of make that first sort of meeting and actually work out almost like a plan of what you want to do?
It just happened naturally, you know. I forgot to tell you exact on that exact year, 2016, I never had a lost connection because I lost my device. So it took me half of a year. It took me 6 months to actually get back a device, and then when I actually get back the device, I saw messages from Philip say, "Yo, why you never call me?" I say, "Yo, man, such inconvenience was there, man. So yeah, man, we're here." And he say, "Yeah, man, we're gonna link up X and X day." And we say, "All right, cool." I was nervous at one point, and I would say, "Yo, why am I nervous? And why am I nervous? And this is what I want." So when the day come now, we actually link up and we're talking about how we're gonna make our first music and how we're going to just the plan, just a plan on how to get yourself out there. When you make the first music, he said to me that so when you make your first music, I hit that this is it. You're gonna be shooting right off. And I say, yo, yeah man, this is what I want, and I know it's gonna take time. And same thing that I told him, he started speaking on how it takes time for real because he started showing me how his band Earth Cry developed from ever since over the years, and I looking at that and I use that as motivation. Not just him, not just his own, but I just use life itself overall and as a motivation that everything takes time, and that's ever since when I actually recorded our first song, which is Love Never Lost. I was just listening it over and over the raw track, and I was like, yeah man, this is me, this is it. Yeah man, I can't wait for it to drop, you know.
Yeah.
You can't ask Philip when you get to talk to him. I was like, yes, can't wait for it to drop. And when it actually released and in the streets now, and I was like, yeah man, this is what I like, you know. Give thanks, right? True.
Yeah. It's interesting what you said about things taking time because, you know, we could take this all the way back as far as the original Wailers. It took almost a decade before they actually received that level of success on a worldwide or an international scale. And I think that, you know, when you look at all the artists, you know, even before and after that, things don't happen overnight.
True.
You know,
that's what I see. That's what I believe in. I believe on hard work. You know, you have to make things work. You have to just do something in order to get somewhere. Nothing tried, nothing done.
Yeah.
Dreams don't work unless you do. A lot of people don't listen to the words of that, but you have to take it into consideration. It won't work. If you don't work, you won't let your dreams come true. Faith without works is dead. You have to work in order to let it happen. If this is your passion, you have to put in everything that you want to get in the future. No matter how long it may take, you have to do it. This is your dream. You want to walk in it. There's going to be a lot of roads there that is so broken. So you have to work as hard as possible.
Yeah. I mean, when I look at the lyrical content of Love Never Lost, it's kind of quite deep. So who's responsible? Do you do all of the writing yourself, or do you have other writers as well?
Yeah, that writing was exactly from me, but I won't give all of the credit to myself though. I wrote that in 2016 when I was at school. It was at high school. It was I wrote it with a friend of mine. Right now, been a while since I heard from him because he lost connections of devices and stuff. But yeah, he actually helped me with most of the writing that time. Yeah, but I had that capabilities to write from those times. I write the chorus and he dealt with the verses like it was nothing. And he did the first verse and then I did the second verse. The two just combined with everything. I was like, yo, if you're serious, just part from the music journey with me. I was like, yeah man, we have to, you know. But you know, life has its way. You have a different passion for a lot of things. So I give thanks, and anywhere he's at, J Chin, I have to big him up, bless him up every time. I hope one day you get to listen to this though. Yeah.
Cool, cool. Well, big up J Chin every time. Now,
Yeah, man.
that debut single, Love Never Lost, we had a great video to that as well.
Yeah.
We're living in a world where, you know, it's all about, you know, that social media, the video presence. How important was it for you to actually have a video for that debut single?
I mean, it was really monumental for me. It was very important. We had to get a video for it because, as you said, the lyrical content. To me, it's more simple because because I wrote it and I sing it. It sounds simple, but I understand it clear as day. Because yeah, you cannot say you're gonna sing a song and you don't understand your own lyrics. But yeah, um, the whole content, the whole concept of the song had to bring out a music video where I had to turn out all of my friends, let all of my friends turn out and play a role that they should play. You know, I give thanks for all of that.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's almost like a pattern that we've seen with the other releases that we've had as well on Irie Yute Records. So
Yeah.
songs like Life, Realist Thing.
Yeah.
Love that song. You know,
Oh man, realist thing is really that song. I really wrote that from my heart, you know, because ever since growing up, I had some hardships going through, still going through hardships, but it's just the mindset that keeps me on the right track. And all of my friends here, they have been supporting me ever since from that day until today. And I still wish and pray that they don't leave my side because I've been there making them proud as well as they are making me proud. You know, and I always have to give thanks for all of the work that they're putting to actually help me. You know, that actually means the most thing for me. The little things that matters most to me, and I always gonna have that love for them. You know, I give thanks, man. I just give thanks for it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me, Rik Jam, how involved are you in the creation of the rhythms that you're singing on?
All right, I would say I'm 100% involved. You know, most of the times Philip have some rhythms that he already made and he just showed me like, yo, I have a bad rhythm for you, and I say, all right, let me hear it, and we just link up and we hear the rhythm and was like, yo. I just same time I got a chorus in my head and let me hum it same time and he said, yeah, let's go. And I say, all right, tomorrow we just do this and it's just like that. Some days it be like that. Some days I'll just bring the lyrics to him same time and on the spot he builds the rhythm. You know, it was like just like Love Never Lost. He built the rhythm over Love Never Lost because it was, as I said, it was written earlier before I met him. So when it was written and I let him heard it, he just built it right around me singing at that time. So I give thanks to all of that. You know, it's just that's how I love it. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of seems like you've got a really good sort of family vibe working with not just Philip, but the other people within Irie Yute Records.
Yeah.
A real sort of sense of togetherness that I think really helps to bring out the best in all of you.
True. Yeah. Yeah, man, I really give thanks to all of my friends around me. Yeah, they're actually my family. I don't like saying friends because there's just some stigma going around that friends are no good, this and that. But I always have family, real people. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Because I'm real myself, I always expect realness to come towards anybody around, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, last year in 2020, you also had another single, Guide and Protect Me. Again, another big single.
Yeah.
And the Beat and Mic session. Let's talk about the Beat and Mic session.
Yeah. Yeah, the beat and mic session, it's really, yeah, man, it's really a great vibe, you know? I love, it's just Philip came with the idea of bringing that session into play for every other artist in the label. So I just work with the first episode and say, all right, I heard some of the rhythms because all of those except for Guide and Protect Me, the rest of the songs they're not they're not on the regular rhythm. I just hear different rhythm and I say, yo, all right, I'm gonna choose which song goes on this rhythm and stuff. And when I actually perform it, that was in my hometown at my home now. Did it on the field and was such just such a vibe. Everyone was around doing their own thing. My family was around. They were like, yeah, you have people here playing dominoes, you have people here holding a vibe, holding a reason. I was like out here, everybody watching just like that and I'm performing just like that, listening to music and I'm here just spitting bars, spitting lyrics. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So being on a mic session, it's truly a blessing to actually for all of us in the camp.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, over the last like 2.5 or 3 years, you're sort of developing a really good sort of like catalogue of singles. Now, which single do you feel has had the best response, both in Jamaica and internationally?
Okay, I think it's for me, I think it's my newly released Ready for Them. I mean, I wasn't looking for that response, you know. I know I'm looking for a response, certain response, but I wasn't looking for certain response, like top tier response. I mean, when like Protege reacted to it, Lila Ike reacted to that song, and I was like truly overwhelmed by all of that, and Jesse Royal as well. And yeah, pretty fun fact. I know Jesse Royal like this, you know, because we where I live now, we used to live there, and we used to we are best of friends, and we were reasoning like it's nothing, you know. But
Okay.
yeah, ready for them was truly a that one. I was like, yo, you know that this song it have a vibe, but I don't expect it to reach where it's supposed to reach, and it when it reached, you know, I was like, yo, it's crazy. It's just crazy to see. Oh, it just made that jump. I'm like, yeah, man. I truly thank everyone to actually see that song and know the type of capabilities that I have, and there's plenty more to come.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah,
like "Ready for Them," that's a song that I've been hearing over here in the UK on various
yeah,
radio stations. So I can see that there is an energy behind that song that seems to
yeah,
be kind
man.
of like getting people kind of like really excited about
Yeah,
future works now. Because I know that you've got another single that's coming pretty soon called "Beautiful."
yeah, yeah, man.
So it kind of seems like 2021 is the year where we're going to hear more music from Rik Jam.
Yeah, man. A lot more music as well, you know, and especially having a album on the way. So we're working to put all of that together. So,
Okay.
so everyone just look out for that album. I call it Evolution. As you can listen to my songs from Love Never Lost to now, you can hear the evolution, the change in my songs. So
Okay.
yeah, you'll be hearing evolution in my album, Evolution.
Okay. So, okay, I want to ask you a question now because the world that we're living in at the moment, it seems as though everyone's into making projects, EPs, but you're doing it differently. You're going back to the original roots of putting out an album. Why is that?
As you know, I'm more of a original person. I'm more classic kind of person. So that's all why I see music should be doing, especially for reggae. I don't think the EP is there, but everyone have their own thing to do. But I prefer the album way. Everyone be out there and listen to that album whenever it drops and stuff, and they can relate and react and respond everything that's positive. I'll be looking forward to all of that.
Okay. Okay. So, are we going to have any collaborations on this new album, Evolution?
Yes, but that's more classified right now. So
That's classified information right now. Okay.
yeah,
That's cool. That's cool.
yeah,
Well, I know that the combinations that we're going to have are going to be definitely ones to watch out for. So,
yes,
we over here in
indeed.
the UK, Reggae Interviews, we're going to be looking out for this album, and I'll be messaging management to say, need a copy of this album as soon as it's available.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah. What other works are you doing then? As I know that obviously you're really busy, obviously working on the album Evolution. Is there anyone else that you're working with at the moment that you feel we should know about?
Is everyone you All right. People that I'm working with right now is people that you should look out for, especially that is the people of the Irie Records camp, like Janelle. Janelle is so amazing. People you have to look out for her. I mean, she is amazing, especially Dalwin and Zugudan.
Yeah.
You got to look out for them. I mean, good music will be coming out there. I mean, I'm not collaborating with anyone new as yet, but you got to look out for the rest of artists in Irie Records camp. I mean,
Yeah.
Daniel, Zugudan, Darwin. Look out for all of them. And
Yeah.
Tour as well.
True. Because
So
I know that
can't let out Tour. Amazing, soulful.
yeah.
Yeah, man, she is amazing.
Yeah, because I know that earlier this year you had a Three the Hard Way, Watch Your Friends with Zugadan
Yeah,
and Dal Wayne. So I know that there's some big things happening at the moment.
yeah, man, great things, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, I've got one other question I wanted to ask you. I know that you have been asked to be featured on the album from an artist that is from France.
Yeah.
Carol.
Yeah.
How did that collaboration come about for that song?
All right. I think it was 2 years ago. We met David Carroll. And he loves my music, and we were just holding a vibe. And he called me one day and said, "Yo, he would like for me to do a song for him, collaborate with him, and do a verse." I said, "All right, sure. I'm willing and able." First time when I met him and I listened to his music, I was like, "Wait, is this Kimani Miley or Stephen Miley or one of them?" I mean, yo, you sound like the Marleys. And he was like, yeah, that everyone been telling me that. And I'll say, yo, man, just keep it up. You have that sound, just let it work for you. I mean,
Yeah.
and 20, last year as well, he had a concert at the French embassy, and I participated there. It was a great vibe, you know. It was excellent vibe, and I love that. And I performed that song there with him to the collab. You know, it was such a vibe. But you can look out for that album as well, and especially that song. Um,
Yeah, it's interesting what you said about his sound, because the first time that I heard him was at Anchor Records, I think 2 years ago, and I was outside and I was hearing this voice or sound, and I thought exactly what you thought as well. And then I walked inside to meet a guy from France, and I was blown away. I was really,
Yes.
I was like, wow, this
I
is
mean,
amazing.
it was just amazing. I'm listening to the song and I'm saying, yo, is this Kimani Marley? And he was like, no, it's me. I'm saying, you serious? And he said, yes. And I just say, yo, that sound is just, it's not everyone can have sound like that, but it's just so amazing that people actually have certain songs, and music on a whole just give you that feeling, that expression. It's just mind blowing, and it's just amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, I really give thanks for your time today, just sharing with the viewers of Reggae Interviews a little bit about your musical journey, and we're really excited to hear what's more to come this year with the new album Evolution as well.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing message to the people that have supported Rik Jam?
Yeah, man. So to all the people who's been supporting my music, always remember, trust the Almighty, trust the process, stay positive, more music on the way. As I said, evolution. Look out, look out, just keep your eyes open. Yeah, man, just keep your eyes open and bless up yourself every time. Same to you, DJ 745 and the whole family, everyone of the world. Just stay safe and just live life and stay positive. And I give thanks to everyone.
Rik Jam, it's been an absolute pleasure today. So we look forward to hearing more music and also seeing you perform live very, very soon as well. We give you time today. One love.
Yeah, man. Blessings every time. Every time.
Bless. Cool.
Yeah.
Reggae Interviews. Word Sound Power.